Welcome back.
Okay. All bailed. And now we're harvesting again.
So we can bail again.
So we can bail yet again. So this episode we probably won't be bailing because we'll have to let more grass grow.
It's true. Wait, we're still sped up.
Whoops.
There we go. God, what was I gonna say? There was something I was gonna talk about, and I can't remember what it was.
We were talking about audiobooks, and then there was something you were going to say. Well, maybe it'll trigger your memory. I got an interesting phone call today at work.
Oh, yeah?
I had this guy call, and he was like, "Is this Jeff?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he talked with a different accent, however, but I will not try to portray it. It was of the Indian variety. And
Is this Jeff?
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't an accent at all. I didn't even do an accent. Never mind.
And he was asking permission to send me an email about IT stuff.
Okay.
He called my work phone, like my desk phone, and wanted to send it to my work email because he read off my work email to me. And he read off what my title was at the company. And he wanted to send me this information on IT stuff because of how important it was. And I was like, what IT stuff? And he goes, it is 5 things your CIO should know. And I was like, and so what is this for? Oh, it's just for information for you.
It seems very fishy.
I said, why do I need information from you? Oh, it's no big deal. Can I have permission to send it to you? And I said, no, you cannot have permission to send it to me until you can explain to me why you are trying to send me an email on IT stuff. He's like, well, you're in IT, correct? And I was like, well, yeah, sort of. And he's like, so you need information on this IT stuff. And I was like, don't you understand that because I'm in IT, I have no interest in the information you want to send me on your IT stuff that you keep talking about without telling me what IT stuff that you're going to send me. And he's like, well, I told you the title is, 5 things your CIO should know. And I said, why don't you send it to my CIO then? He's like, we can send it to your CIO as well, but our instructions are to send it to the lower level from the CIO for those employees. And I said, why? He said, because that is what my instructions are. And I said, what company did you say you work for again? And he's like, it's a company called Moogsoft. And I looked up Moogsoft, and Moogsoft, it's a real company, but I couldn't quite figure out what they did. But it's a company that does exist. Do you have the tractor with the pallet? Oh, never mind, I found it. And I was like, okay, Moogsoft. I was like, and exactly what are you selling? And he's like, oh, no, we're not selling anything. And I was like, why would you want to give me information then? What is your role in this whole deal with trying to send me information on, as you call, IT stuff if you're not selling anything? And he was like, no, I just need your permission to send you very important, very good information on this IT stuff.
We got the best information.
I was like, okay, who is your CEO? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, Moogsoft is the company you work for, right? Who is the CEO of Moogsoft? And I looked up the CEO of Moogsoft real quick on on the internet because it was, and I don't know, because I don't even know what Moogsoft is. And he was like, well, I don't actually work for Moogsoft.
Oh my God!
I work for a third party that conducts business with Moogsoft. And I said, okay, what company are you with then? And he gave me the company's name. I don't even remember what it was, like Star Alliance something or other. And I said, okay, who's the CEO of Star Alliance? And he was like, Samir. And I said, Samir who? What is Samir's full name?
Samir, you know Samir.
I am not allowed to give you that information, sir.
What?
Is what he told me. And I was like, so you understand my skepticism. So now at this point, I'm just like messing with this guy because I'm trying to understand like what exactly his angle is. And I think I do know what his angle is. But I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident I know what they were trying to do. And I was like, don't you understand then that you're trying to call an IT person, asking them about, or to send them information about IT stuff that you won't tell me any more information about what this IT stuff is? And you don't want to send it to my CIO, except it's about what my CIO should be doing. And you won't tell me who the CEO of your own company is. And he eventually hung up on me after like 20 minutes. But what do you think this guy was trying to do?
Well, I mean, it sounds like phishing or something. That's what I would would be my first worry, but it doesn't sound like that's what you think it is.
Well, it's kind of what I think it is. He already had my email address because he read it to me.
Right, that's what was so weird. Why did he need your permission to send you anything?
So what I'm thinking, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a new style of phishing scam that starts to go out, is if somebody calls you and you give them permission to send you things, how much more likely are you going to be to open up whatever it is they send you?
Okay, yeah, I guess if you're expecting this email, then you're gonna want to see what it is that you just agreed to get.
Right. So whoa.
What?
I was trying to undo the pallets of wool to get them out of the box so we get more wool, and it just glitched into the ground and then sent my tractor flying. Really weird. But now it's upside down.
Probably some of their space program.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering, like, is this a new big scam we're going to start seeing where they're calling people to get, like, you know, because it's not like you can't find my information online somewhere, like my email address for my company, my phone number for work. It exists out there. It's not like you're not going to go to my hospital's website. It's not going to be like right there published for everybody to see, but it's not going to be hard to find either if you really wanted to find it. Mm-hmm. But I had never heard of this type of scam before. So I'm just wondering, is this like a new and upcoming thing, or have I just never been hit with it? I actually sent it over to I wrote it up and sent it to my IT guy, who sent it on to our corporate IT people just to watch out for. Like, this is what happened, you know, in case they hear anything more about it.
Right.
But are we going to get hit with some other like ridiculous malware attacks because people are more susceptible to open something up because they're like, oh yeah, it's that IT stuff that guy wanted to send me. IT stuff.
The IT stuff. I can't believe it was called IT stuff.
Yes, IT stuff. It is IT stuff. I was just like, IT stuff. And he knows he was talking to somebody who has, like, in some way is related to IT.
Stuff. Yeah, it's so weird.
So not a very smart company. But also then, why wouldn't you, if you're going to give me the name of Samir, why aren't you going to make up a last name to at least sound legit?
Right, just come up with something. Jones.
Samir. And not Samir's last name. I cannot give you that information. Really?
Windrower. Why did you put this windrower here, Jeff?
I put it nowhere. You finished the windrowing? Oh, no, I did. Never mind. Yep, that was me. Did you empty the soy guy out?
I did, because I guess it hadn't been emptied in between, so he wasn't able to finish.
Oh.
I remember what I was going to talk to you about. So the other day I brought up the eclipse that was coming up. It's probably happened now by the time. Eclipse stuff, yeah. And you said that it wasn't relevant. No one had brought it up to you or anything.
The eclipse wasn't relevant?
Well, it wasn't relevant to like your job or anything like that. And I guess that surprised me because of all the precautions and stuff that everywhere else is taking, and like for like police and I assume fire and medical.
Who's taking precautions during the eclipse?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to happen. If you look directly at the sun during that, it's going to hurt you.
Narimbi is actually coming behind that eclipse to destroy the world, or whatever that thing's name was.
Well, I mean, the number of people that are traveling to areas of totality is massive. Like,
yeah, so why am I going to worry? I'm not in the path of totality.
Okay, you're not.
Which, by the way, sounds like a terrible place to be. I'm in the path of totality.
But to me, I was thinking about it today. Again, I spend my days thinking of you.
Most people do, Guude. Don't feel alone.
If you look at it when it's not a total eclipse, it really will hurt your eyes really badly. So that's why it's relevant.
Hey, you don't get false information out there. I'm pretty sure if you look at it when it is a total eclipse, it will still hurt your eyes.
No. I've read up on this. You can take your little viewers off and look at the sun. Well, the lack of the sun. Whenever for those like in that 2-minute window, you don't need the viewers on for that.
Oh, I haven't read that. I always heard that you just can't look at it at all. But I'm also not in the path of totality, so I really have no idea.
But so yeah, as a medical professional, people's eyes might be hurt on that day. I feel like you should have been briefed.
I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be calling 911 because their eyes hurt.
I'm blind.
It's just not something I anticipate happening too much, I guess.
Well, again, like, I just read up on past eclipses and stuff. People do stupid things. They get out of their car to look at it and stuff. Like, I feel like we're going to have this conversation again after the eclipse. And
I'm going to be like, Guude, why didn't you warn me about all the craziness
so much
that
shit went down.
Buildings spontaneously went on fire. I mean, are you preparing for like mass chaos? Are you stocking up your? What's your bread meter at? Your bread milk meter? Are they pretty high?
I've never understood that. I mean, I'm traveling to go to the path of totality. So yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna be at home, right?
Okay. Just because you're not going to be at home, does that mean there's going to be less chaos in the world?
Well, no. I mean, I am putting myself into the path of risk, in the path of totality.
Yeah, I know. You should get some information on some like IT stuff in case it somehow helps you with that.
I'm just really surprised that in your line of work, there's not been any discussion about this.
No, absolutely no discussion because we're not crazy people.
Everywhere else it cares. You're the only place that doesn't.
I think maybe I just live in an area where people are like, yeah, nobody's that stupid.
No. God, no. You live in Washington, D.C. That's where the president lives.
Yeah, but he's not from here. He's just visiting for hopefully less than 4 years. And anyways, he spends most of his time at his golf course anyway.
That's true.
No, I have heard absolutely. I was surprised when you said that the other day because I've not heard a thing about preparation. Like I didn't think it was a thing. And I'm going to be on staff at the fire department that night. And granted, the eclipse is at like 3 o'clock, and my shift doesn't start till 5. But I'm coming into that, like the aftermath of that. And no, there's been nothing. And I'm in charge that night. Like, I'm always in charge of the fire department because I'm the shift
officer. Maybe you're the guy that's supposed to be doing the words talking.
Maybe I should check my email and see if there was a briefing on the path of totality. Right. Is there any totality briefings going on today, Chief? No. Sorry. Okay. No, I mean... No.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like this is relevant to your job.
I mean, it could be. When it comes, you know, next time we record it's actually going to be after the eclipse. So if I come in and go, you'll never believe what happened.
I mean, it's going to be different than your standard day, right? It's something that very, very rarely happens. So if nothing else, it should at least been brought up. Like, hey, there's this day coming up that's not like any other fucking day you've ever experienced as a human being. Just so you know, things might be a little different than the average day at the office.
Just so you're aware, Guude, though. Every day is different than every other day.
What's this boy doing? What the fuck's he doing? What the fuck is he doing, Jeff?
He's got blinded by the eclipse.
I think...
You think what?
I think because of the... I don't even know. Come look at this.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this guy started at least. Oh, I can't actually get him started, can I? Nope, we got too many people. Too many people doing things. Okay. Oh, he's trying to back up. But why won't the other guy move forward?
Wait, he stopped cutting and drove forward, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, he stopped cutting before this guy even turned around. This guy was still on his other row, and he just stopped cutting.
I don't know, then. Lower.
Yeah, you definitely can't start that guy when you did. You can't play anything because it ain't got nothing in it.
I was testing. Oh, shit. So I just got to back up out of it and move out of the way.
The hell out of the way.
Is he not moving yet?
No.
Is the truck in his way?
Honestly, maybe. But the truck's always been there. Well, I guess we always started on that side, too, though.
That just seems weird. Like, why would he go way over there to turn around? But maybe that's what he... Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, well, normally we start it where he never turns there.
But look how much he's missed.
Well, yeah, I don't know why he stopped cutting then that one row. That's what I was talking about. Like, I don't understand why he stopped cutting there.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. He's not that smart of a guy. I think he did look at the eclipse. Pretty sure that's what happened.
I wonder about horses.
During the eclipse?
No, just in general. Sometimes I wonder about horses.
Me too.
And cows.
What are they thinking at all times?
Right, what's going on in a horse's head? Especially, what do you think they thought the first time somebody jumped on their back? They were like, fuck this, right?
They were like, wee! I hope people do this forever. Maybe build me something to put on my back to ride me on first. I'm sure that's exactly what they were thinking.
But, like, what about their eyes? What do you do?
Do you think they're going to look at the sun, though?
Probably.
Do you think they look at the sun normally?
Probably.
I would bet most animals aren't going to realize what's happening because they're just going to kind of think it's a night cycle and then, like, let it go.
Maybe.
Or can they feel things in the atmosphere with the tides? Like, is it going to affect the tides because...
No.
No, because the moon's closer. The moon's not blocked out. I'm just trying to think of anything it could possibly... Like, would it affect barometric pressure or anything that's going to let the
animals know?
Yeah.
Do you think spiders know... Do you think spiders keep track of their egg sac?
Maybe?
Did that tell you about my spider?
No? Like your pet spider?
Kinda. So there's this there's a riding spider that put a web right outside my front door of my house here. And
did it say Charlotte?
No, but you know what? That's the blame for me not just killing it. Like any other spider, something about riding spiders, I've always just let them do their thing because of Charlotte's fucking web. And so this riding spider just lives right there outside my house. And if it's late at night and she hasn't caught anything, I'll turn on the porch light so that bugs are attracted and it brings in bugs for her. So she laid her egg sac. And I was like, well, yeah, I can't have the egg sac busted on the around the outside of my house.
But then you'll have plenty of riding spiders.
Right. Well, so I moved it.
You could write a novel. Screw audiobooks. You could have your own novel walking out to your car.
Well, I moved it, and again, this is not something I would normally do for a spider. I put it in a nice dry space, and the worst part was, like, I tried to like wrap its little web around like a stick so I could just move it without touching it, but I couldn't quite get it, so I'd even have to like touch the fucking egg sac. So anyways, I moved it to a dry spot where it could hatch later on. And I thought, because I've seen Charlotte's web, that after the egg part's done, they just fuck off and die. But apparently not. So
you thought the spider fucked off and died?
That's what Charlotte did. Remember? She laid her eggs, and then they went back to the farm, and she died.
Wasn't Charlotte, like, old or something?
Well, they only live a year.
So, how long has this riding spider been your pet for?
Less than a year.
like since I was little.
Yeah, no, it's just, but I mean, it's not the first time that I've had a riding spider outside the house here, so I feel like probably this is like one of many generations, like that have done this. But so anyways, I moved the egg. Well, today she moved her web up higher, closer to like the awning of my house, and there's a new egg sac there. And so I looked it up.
Pissed off with you for fucking with her egg sac.
I think that's possible. That's what because see, the first time the web was like closer down to my porch, like her egg sac wasn't, like it was a long ways away. It was like probably 4 feet from where she always stays. And so I just assumed she ain't got no bearings on that egg sac. She didn't know that I like took it away and put it out in the woods. But I kind of feel like she did, because today last night I saw this morning she was gone again. I was like, huh. And I know she was gone the day that the first egg sac appeared. And this morning, whenever I left, I noticed that she wasn't in her web, and I was like, huh, I wonder if she's dead now, because she did that egg sac thing, so she should be dying soon. So when I got back home this afternoon, I saw that she was now building a new web up high, and there was a new egg sac up high. And so she's building her new web right beside the egg sac. And she's been in the same spot for the whole year, down low. And so I feel like she knows that the first egg sac got taken away, or something got it, or whatever. You know, she doesn't know I took it, but probably thinks a predator got it. I guess I am a predator. So now she's made another one, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I think it's weird that she's put her new egg sac or her new web right beside it. How
many eggs can a spider lay? Can they make multiple egg sacs?
They can breed twice. I had looked all this up today. This particular spider, we're not speaking of all spiders, but this particular spider type can breed twice. The males die in this process, apparently, so it sucks to be them. Can breed twice, and she can lay up to 4 egg sacs. But what I don't know is it like 2 per breeding or what? So the other thing I found out was that she'll die around the first frost of the year, and her egg sac won't open until next spring, which I guess I should have gathered that from Charlotte's Web, because I remember now that they had to sit through the winter and wait for her egg sac to hatch in the spring. So now what I've decided to do is I'm going to leave the egg sac alone until she dies, and that way she doesn't get upset and feel the need to make another egg sac.
Well, I just wonder if you're overthinking it and it's actually the same egg sac that she wasn't there today because she was out in the fucking woods dragging her egg sac back.
No, I went very far from my house. There's no way.
Why it took her so long? She was like, God damn, this guy is stealing my egg sac. She went out, she picked it up, she brought it back. Have you examined the egg sac to check?
Oh, it's definitely a different one. This other one's looks much nicer, actually. It's like she put more care into this egg sac.
She learned. She thought maybe it was her fault. She blames herself for the other one.
Right, she might.
And then she's like, I gotta do this one right. I was like really hungover and I didn't do that good of a job because I thought it'd be fine, and it's gone. I mean, that spider might commit suicide now.
I hope not.
Well, but don't you want it to be dead?
No, I mean, I don't really care. I don't know why I care about riding spiders. Again, I think it's Charlotte's Web, because any other spider, I'd just kill it on sight.
What is a riding spider exactly? Like, I didn't know that was a real thing.
You didn't?
No, I thought that was like, oh, that was a special spider that knew how to write stuff in a web. Because obviously the spiders don't write words.
No, they just do. There's like a little zigzag that they always do in the center of the web. They're like yellow. Like Charlotte was gray in the movie, but they're not. They're like always yellow. Another name for them is like corn spider. Yeah. Fuck this game.
But
right now.
All spiders make. Well, I can say all, but a lot of spiders make webs, right?
Yeah, but no, their webs are different. They write in them.
But what do they write?
A little zigzag line.
And why is that writing?
Well, because it's different from normal spiders.
I mean, my son could write a zigzag line.
Can he? I don't believe that.
I mean, if I put a pen in his hand, there'd be a zigzag line all over something. Are you telling me there wouldn't be?
I don't think on his own. I don't believe that he's old enough to write a zigzag line.
Do I think he'd be trying to write a zigzag line? Absolutely not.
The spider knows that
how do people know that? Who says this spider must be intelligent enough that it knows it's writing the zigzag?
Well, I'm wondering if she knows about the egg sac.
I mean, so do you think she's plotting her revenge against you?
Well, so when I came home this afternoon, normally she doesn't mind when I come up. Like
there was a bucket of water waiting above my door.
Well, she did run to her egg sac whenever we came up on the porch today, and so I feel like she's guarding it a little bit more than normal. So we have this front part of this tractor that can never be reattached.
Why?
I don't know. It fell off, and I cannot get it back on, no matter how hard I try.
Is this the same tractor?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I was just trying to attach the stupid baler over there, and I guess I wasn't close enough to the baler, so this thing fell off, and there's no way to get it back on.
No, but how do we know that this is the same tractor?
Because I was in it!
How do I know that the spider didn't swap this one out?
Damn it.
In order to mess with you. This is kind of... This is kind of strange. How did you do this?
There are hitches on this tractor that I don't see on that tractor. But I didn't. I got video evidence. If I can attach it with this tractor, I'm going to be highly upset.
I'm going to laugh my ass off if you can.
No. Make sure I'm right up in there.
I'm wondering if it's because we don't have anything with like a top end. I think it needs to be like tipped forward.
Yeah, it's because the forklift's on the front of it and it's sitting in a weird way, is what it is.
Yeah, I wonder if I can. I'm gonna have to push it.
Well, hold on, you stay in that tractor because that's the tractor that actually has the front thing on it for real. Let me see if I can like
ram it.
I didn't mean to turn right there that last second.
Got it.
Oh God, you got me too. How annoying.
I've got my manhood back. I want to play.
Flip the tractor.
Flip the tractor. Oh, I just ran into a log. I can't do it. I can't do it. I didn't get under you enough, and now I'm stuck.
It's planted. Loud and planted. That one's planting. Okay. We've got this down to a science now.
I mean, yeah, now we're just waiting for... Like, this is our slowest one, is these two fields, because we basically need another planter.
Yeah.
To be able to do this a little bit faster. And that wouldn't even speed it up too much. I guess it would speed it up some. Because the plower is big enough that it doesn't take that long. This thing.
Honestly, maybe another cultivator would even speed it. Would be the thing. Because they could both be cultivated at the same time. Because the plow's pretty fast.
Well, then we definitely need another planter. There's no question about that.
Oh yeah. I guess the planting because it's not wide enough, right?
Right. It's a nice thin one. It's just there. I do need to go get that wool. We have a decent amount of wool pallets up there.
Dolly serves as a link between a semi-trailer and a tractor. What does that mean? Oh, you can pull. I see, with a tractor.
You can pull icy.
ICP. You ever you ever get into Insane Clown Posse?
No, but I do know the term Juggalo.
What do you know about it?
That's the term for the people who follow ICP and like get on the face paint and all that stuff.
Did you know after a few years that ICP said that they were a Christian band for all those years?
I did not know that. I think they were on drugs when they said that.
Oh no, they said they stand firm by it now at this point actually.
Really? Are they still a Christian band?
Yeah.
Because ICP is the one that was really big about Faygo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Faygo Michigan drink. Yeah.
That's a Michigan drink?
Yeah. It's like a Michigan pop company or soda company, whatever you want to call it.
I think they tried to distance themselves from ICP, didn't they?
I'm probably, because that's not exactly who you want to be like associated with, unless they. But I guess if they were a Christian band, it makes it okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why they would claim to be a Christian band, because I guess I don't know their music enough to be able to make that statement, actually. Because maybe they are very Christian-like in their lyrics, and I just never listened to them. I doubt it. But I'm just saying it's possible.
Oh, no. I've listened to a lot of ICP, and their lyrics do not seem to coincide with what I would expect from a Christian band.
So what's the point of them claiming that they were a Christian band all that time?
You know, I don't actually know. Let me Google that, actually, because I'm not sure why.
Did a writing spider tell them to? Oh, maybe they got an email from a guy about IT stuff. And they were like, yeah, this IT stuff talks about what good Christians really are. That's the only logical solution, obviously.
They're really rich, though. They own their own label and stuff.
Well, I mean, they had a big following. They called themselves the Juggalos.
They still do. They haven't finished being who they are. They still do all their things.
Well, good for them.
There's going to be a rally in your state soon. They're going to do
in like the
DC
state or the Michigan state?
DC. They're going to do a DC march.
Oh God, is it going to be like a white supremacist march?
No.
Because that's the problem with the Juggalo. That's what a lot of people thought that the Juggalos were like these white power type people.
I don't think so.
Oh, I know. I don't think that they are. But it's just the way that they're dressed and stuff, I think, reminded people of that, and they thought that that's what they stood for a while. Have you found the information on why they're?
No, I'm trying to. There's a. I feel like I should have done my research ahead of bringing this up.
It's not the way we roll.
I forgot that the FBI did declare them to be a gang.
That seems very un-Christian-like. I wonder if it just has to do with that they were trying to get heat off of them for the connotation that they had to people or something.
The news shook the Juggalo community to the core. While some fans claimed that they had already had an inkling, had deciphered some of the hidden messages in several songs, others said that they felt deeply betrayed and outraged. They had innocently been enjoying those songs about chopping people up and shooting women, and it was all Christian rock?
Some people knew.
That
just tells you that there really is one of those in every bunch. That's like saying GWAR. GWAR is probably like the most Christian band ever.
Violent J explained himself unapologetically to the New Jersey newspaper. You have to speak their language, you have to interest them and gain their trust and talk to them and show that you're one of them. You're a person from the street and you can speak to their experience. And then in the end you tell them, God help me get there.
So you lied to them. Sounds very moral Christian. Lying makes everything better.
Yeah, when I worked at AIT, one of the guys there was a fan of ICP, and so he'd bring in CDs all the time. So I've listened to a lot of ICP.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever listened to a full song.
Man, there's one. I don't know why I like it so much, but it was like Bitches at the Beach, then Beach Bitches.
Wait, are there two different songs?
No. It was, God, I wish I could remember the lyrics. But it was like...
I wish they had a whole album called, like, Beach Bitches, and there was a song on there called, like, Bitches at the Beach, then one called Beach Bitches, then Bitches on the Beach, and then Bitches at the Beach. That would be quite amazing, actually.
I'm Googling Beach Bitches. I feel like I'm not going to get really what I want out of this.
Well, Not what you're particularly looking for at the moment.
It's about the time again.
Oh, is everything done?
Yeah, I think so.
Got all the wool, but how much is it worth right now? Not much, and it's going up, so this will be for another day.
Oh yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it's the Let a Killa song is the name of it.
I thought it was called Beach Bitches here.
Well, it's just one of the lyrics. The chorus is "Let a killer fuck you, let a killer fuck you, let a killer fuck you," right?
Definitely, I hear the Christian undertones.
Right, exactly.
For sure.
Oh, we found the bitch beaches part.
So he's over there. Okay, so everything is done. Time is sped up. Okay, when you find that part, then we'll great demand for wood chips. Anything? Any beach fishes?
All right, here we go. I'm sick of all these hotties in the real world, like at the beach. I see you at the beach, bitch, wearing your thong bikini. You one of them bitch beaches. You're one of them bitches at the beach. You're one of them. Are you a bitch at the beach? And I'm sick of that shit. The bottom line is, I don't remember which part I really liked, but it was part of that.
Something about bitches or beaches or one of the two.
Right.
In some form of lettering and wording.
But you can really tell that God brought them there.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I get it completely. God does miracles, apparently.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I guess with that.
Curious to see if this video entitled Beach Bitches will get flagged when it comes out. Alright, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.